morning students. As today we are going to discuss our last two questions of our topic interest on capital. I have taken two questions, question number 39 and 41st, in which effective capital employed that is to be calculated. So let's start with our question number 39, in which three cases are there. I have written the question, main points here. Two partners are there, Kavita and Leela, and their profit sharing ratio is 2:1. Their capital employed is 6 lakh and 4 lakh, and interest on capital is 8%. That is to be treated as a charge against profit. I have already told you in our cases that whenever it is given that interest is to be treated as a charge, then it means it has to be given whether there is profit, less profit or loss is there. Now in this question, three cases are there. The very first case when the profit for the year is 1,10,000. So let's start with our first case, profit and loss account, because it is to be treated as a charge, so I am just making P&L account, not the appropriation first. Here the profit is given 1,10,000, and then interest is to be treated as a charge, 6 lakh and 4 lakh capital is given. To interest on capital, Kavita and Leela, and 8% that is given, 48,000, and here 32,000. It comes to 80,000. Here 80,000, here 1,10,000, and thus profit. That profit is to be transferred to P&L appropriation account. Here I will write down profit transferred to appropriation. That is 30,000. यानी इंटरेस्ट हमने देना ही देना है, उसके बाद रिमेनिंग प्रॉफिट को मैंने एप्रोप्रिएशन में ट्रांसफर करा. सो आई कैन मेक अ सेपरेट P&L appropriation account here. This 30,000 profit will be transferred here by P&L, that is 30,000. Here I have transferred the profit, and then it will be divided between the partners to divisible profit, because no other adjustment is given. This divisible profit will be divided between the partners in the ratio 2:1. That is Kavita and Leela. This 30,000 will be divided. It comes to 20,000 and 10,000. This is your first case when profit is to be given and we are having sufficient profit. Is it clear to you? Just I have written the interest on capital. Full interest on capital is allowed, and the remaining divisible profit is transferred to the capital to the partners in their profit sharing ratio. Now in the second case, the profit for the year is given 35,000. B case. Again we are making profit and loss account. In this question, P&L is given, that is 35,000 by profit. This is before interest. Here also this profit is before interest. This is given 35,000. When it is to be treated as a charge, then it means full amount of interest that is to be provided. Here to interest on capital, that is Kavita and Leela. Here it is given 48,000 and 32,000, total 80,000. Yani full interest is to be allowed, and here debit side is more than the credit side, and the remaining that loss that will be transferred to the capital account. That is 80,000. This side also 80,000, and the divisible loss, it comes to by loss transferred to capital account Kavita और Leela में, that is 45,000. Kavita और Leela में is divisible. मैंने loss को after treating interest on capital I have divided in the ratio that is between 2:1, that is 30,000 and 15,000. C case, when the loss for the year is given. Again we are making P&L account. In this question, loss is there. To loss, it is given 10,000. I have told you again that whenever it is treated as a charge, then it means full interest is allowed whether there is profit or loss. Then it means full interest is to be allowed. टू इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल, कविता लीला 48,000, 32,000, 80,000 हो गया और टोटल लॉस हमारा 90,000। तो इट मीन्स इस टोटल लॉस 90,000 को हम डिवाइड करेंगे बिटवीन कविता लीला इन द प्रॉफिट शेयरिंग रेशियो बाय द लॉस ट्रांसफर्ड टू कैपिटल अकाउंट, दैट इज कविता और लीला यहाँ पे 90,000 और हमने इसको 2:1 में डिवाइड कर दिया, दैट इज 60 and 30,000. In all the three cases, this interest की treatment हमने क्या करी है? It is to be treated as a charge. Just have a look, then I'll start with the next question. In question number 41st, effective capital that we have to find out. Now, what is the way to find out the effective capital that I am telling you? Here three partners are there, X, Y, Z, and the profit is given 42,000, that is to be divided between the partners in their effective capital ratio. Then it means how to do this. Firstly, X partner is there. X partner is there. How to find out the effective capital? Here X contribute 90,000 at first and withdraw 30,000 at the end of 6 months. यानी X ने पहले 90,000 वो करे इंट्रोड्यूस करे, उसके बाद 30,000 6 मंथ्स के बाद विथड्रॉ कर लिए। तो यानी स्टार्टिंग में पहले कैपिटल कितना है 90,000 फॉर 6 मंथ्स और उसके बाद 30,000 विथड्रॉ कर दिए, तो अब कितना कैपिटल रह गया 60,000। यानी नेक्स्ट 6 मंथ्स के लिए कितना कैपिटल हो गया, नेक्स्ट 6 के लिए 60,000। अब इनको इसके मंथ से हम मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे, इट कम्स टू 5,40,000 और ये हो गया हमारे पास 3,60,000, टोटल कितना हो गया 9। ये हमारा X का कैपिटल आ गया, इफेक्टिव कैपिटल। अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू, X कंट्रीब्यूटेड 90,000 एट फर्स्ट और 30,000 6 मंथ्स के बाद विथड्रॉ करे, तो यानी 6 मंथ्स का कैपिटल कितना रहा 90,000 और नेक्स्ट 6 मंथ्स के लिए कितना कैपिटल हो गया 30 विथड्रॉ करने के बाद 60,000 मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद मंथ से, दिस इज द इफेक्टिव कैपिटल। In the same way, we are going to find out for Y also. Y introduces 75,000 at first and increase it to 90,000. 90,000 तक increase करा at the end of 4 months, 4 महीने बाद। तो it means first 4 months का capital कितना रहा 75,000, उसके बाद 90,000 तक increase हो गया और but withdraw 30,000 at the end of 8 months। फिर इसमें से 30,000 विथड्रॉ कर दिया, फिर कितना रह गया 60। अब ये विथड्रॉ कब करा 8 मंथ्स के बाद, तो इट मींस 4 से लेकर 8 के बीच, अगेन 4 मंथ्स के लिए कैपिटल कितना रहा 90,000। अब 30,000 विथड्रॉ करने के बाद 60,000 फॉर नेक्स्ट 4 मंथ्स, क्योंकि टोटल ईयर में 12 मंथ्स होते हैं, 4 और 4 चले गए तो बाकी रिमेनिंग 4 मंथ्स। तो इनको भी आपस में हमने मल्टीप्लाई करा, ये मेरे पास मल्टीप्लाई करके आ गया 75,000 मल्टीप्लाई 4 3,60,000 2,40,000 और ये टोटल मेरे पास आ गया 9। नेक्स्ट Z का, Z brings 75,000 at first but increase it by, बेटा यहाँ पे by लिखा है, by 60,000, यहाँ पे लिखा था 2 मीन्स बढ़कर 90 हुआ, by मीन्स इतने से और बढ़ गया, यानी पहले 75,000 था और 60,000 से और इंक्रीज हुआ, तो 75,000 में मैंने 60,000 ऐड करे, वो अब मेरा कैपिटल हो गया 1,35,000। अब ये 7 मंथ्स के बाद हुआ, एट द एंड ऑफ 7 मंथ्स, यानी 7 मंथ्स का कैपिटल कितना रहा 75,000 और नेक्स्ट 5 मंथ्स के लिए 1,35,000। ये मल्टीप्लाई करके मेरे पास ये वैल्यू आ गई 5,25,000 और नेक्स्ट आ गई 6,75,000, ये टोटल आ गया 12 लाख। अब इन तीनों इफेक्टिव कैपिटल्स की हम रेशियो फाइंड आउट कर लेंगे, 9 लाख, 9 लाख, 12 लाख, 3, 3, 4। तो इट मीन्स मेरे पास रेशियो आ गई। अब हमने 42,000 को कौन सी रेशियो में इस प्रॉफिट को डिवाइड करना है, इन द रेशियो 3:3:4। तो इट मीन्स हाउ टू डिवाइड द प्रॉफिट, I'll write down just the profit here. By P&L 42,000 और इसको डिवाइड कर देंगे टू डिविजिबल प्रॉफिट X, Y, Z इन द रेशो, कौन सी रेशो, 3:3:4 जो हमने कैलकुलेट करी है। ये डिवाइड करके आ गया 12,000, 12,000 एंड 16,000. So it will be our answer. So today in the today's class we have discussed when the interest is to be treated as a charge, how to treat it, or second question, how to just find out effective capital employed. I hope both these questions are clear to you. Any doubt you can call me or you can write down in the group any queries there. And in the next video, we start with our next topic, that is adjustment in the closed account. Thank you. Have a nice day.